$15 billion each year, and at least $1 billion as an average in the US. And of course, for us, the US with the gas revolution, shale revolution is a land. It's an obvious business case because low-cost energy, low-cost feedstock. So we come and even we will do more with your tax reform.
It's a great company.
And we are also invested in renewables. I know maybe you disagree, but in solar business, in a U.S. company, we are the majority shareholder of SunPower, California company, a high-tech company, and so we are heavily invested in. We have invested more than $2 billion in that company to develop solar in the U.S.
And we'll rebuild that business. That whole thing is going to get rebuilt now. The solar panels, you'll see a big difference, but that's very good. So from the U.S. standpoint, you're very happy about it.
Yes, I'm happy. To be honest, for SunPower, there is competition with, with others.
You have competition?
Yeah, we have strong competition.
That's what we wanted.
Competition.
No, but you've done a great job.
But,
thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
President.
President.
Appreciate it.
Mr. President, thank you for the invitation. Heinrich Hiesinger, CEO of ThyssenKrupp. We are, let's say, strongly localized in U.S. in elevator engineering, automotive. 80% is already localized. Very proud that we have all the elevators in the Freedom Tower. Which is for our people a big pride. They worked 6 years on that one. And our other thing is we have 3,000 apprenticeships for young people each and every year.
So Otis, compared to the size of what you do,
we are quite similar in size.
We are
heading 1-to-1 because years ago we have acquired Dover.
Right.
And this made us quite strong there.
That's good. Great product. I've used your product, as you know.
Yes.
Great product. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So, thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for the invitation. It's an honor. So, my name is Eldar Sætre. I'm the CEO of Statoil, oil in the name, so that stands for oil and gas, coming from Norway, the region Norway. The president in the U.S. for 30 years now, substantial investments over the years. So, we're engaged both in the onshore, the offshore, trading, extensive trading business, and also renewables, not solar, but offshore wind actually. So quite sizable business, not as big as Total yet, but we're working on it. So we're growing, increasing our production. We are into three areas onshore, 6 increasing to 8 fields offshore, 300,000 plus barrels a day, currently growing to around 400,000. So it's our second biggest location outside of the Norwegian part, the Norwegian continental shelf. So we are growing in terms of production and obviously also in terms of investment. So I would like to congratulate you, like many others here, on the tax reform. I think that is really good news, I guess, for all of us here, but also for the oil and gas and our industry. So that's what we're going to serve as well. I just mentioned oil and gas is also a heavily regulated business. So your thinking and your reflections on what you're doing on the regulations is good news.
And we're becoming energy self-sufficient very rapidly. We really just about are hitting that mark. And as you know, we're opening up a lot of different places in the U.S., including the plants that you're building. A lot of places are opening that would never even they wouldn't have even conceived of them. So a lot of things are happening. Thank you. Great job you've done. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, thank you very much for the honor of being here. I'm CEO of Novartis. We're one of the largest healthcare companies in the world. We focus on innovative medicines, generics, as well as eye care. Today, we have about 22,000 employees in the U.S. across 21 sites. We invest about $14 billion every year into the United States, including $3.5 billion in research. It's one of our key, obviously, markets, but also key places where we drive innovation. Right. And we're really pleased with the tax reform, but also very pleased with the great progress being made at FDA. We believe you have a great leadership team there, and they're doing all the right things to accelerate innovation and access.
Scott is great, and Alex is great. Alex is just starting, and he's highly respected, so that's fantastic. Scott Gottlieb, as you know, is a star.
He is a star, and I think his vision for tobacco and trying to improve and reduce the use of tobacco around the world is also very inspiring.
That's very good. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, thank you very much for having me tonight. I serve the people of ABB. We have business in more than 100 countries of the world, but we have made the last 8 years the U.S. an investment focus. We have deployed $13 billion of capital and bought some iconic brands in the US like Baldor and Fort Smith, Arkansas, a motor company. And we are just now in the process of closing the transaction to acquire GE Industrial Solutions, a fantastic business in terms of installed base. It needs a little bit of investment in terms of technology, and
Did
we
you
have
get
the
a good
right
price?
technology.
Did you
I
get a
got a
good
good
price?
price, yeah.
I know you always get a good price. I know who I deal with. He always gets a good price. That's
So
good.
altogether, so we have today now, including the GE transaction, we'll have 26,000 people
Right.
in the US in more than 60 sites, nicely spread all over all the US. We have the classic copper and iron activities, the motors, and just last week we spent with the entire executive committee team time in the Silicon Valley because there we have an AI and robotics center that we firmly intend to grow further and invest significantly to support the US in the next level of industrialization.
1 year write-off. Big difference, right?
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest sleeper in the whole tax bill.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Great job. Good luck with the GE purchase.
Thank you.
Read about
We
it.
need that.
Sounds good. You'll be just fine. Go ahead.
Mr. President, and thank you very much for the invitation. I'm the CEO of Anheuser-Busch InBev,
Yes.
beer company.
Anheuser-Busch.
We have business in more than 50 countries around the world. We sell beer in more than 100 countries. Our number one global beer brand is Budweiser,
Right.
out of St. Louis.
We know it well.
We started there in 1852, and we've been in the beer business for more than 600 years. Our Belgian business dates back to 1366. We're a Belgian company, and our biggest market is the U.S., where we employ 18,000 people in more than 50 sites.
Great.
And we just announced last year a program through 2020, $2 billion investment in our facilities in the
That's
U.S.
fantastic. That's good.
So,
Thank you very much.
Great market for us.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Mr. President, I'd like to thank you, first of all, for having me, but also for spurring on all this growth, because these are all my customers.
I know.
And it's kind of amazing to have all your customers talking about adding jobs and growing their business, and it's just a real tribute to the momentum that you've created in the global economy. So I thank you very much. SAP is the leading enterprise software company. We have 90,000 people around the world. In the United States, we're quickly approaching 25,000. It's the fastest growing region of the world, especially in jobs. I'm very proud to share with you that when you think about the Army and the Navy and the missions they run to protect the world, they run on SAP.
Right. That's right.
And when you think about the Vice President in the state of Indiana, for example, solving infant mortality issues and things like that, we were working hand in glove with him there as well. So it's a real honor. And thank you for having me, and we look forward to helping in any way we can.
And well, you have done a really spectacular job. I guess pretty much everybody at this table is your customer, so that's not so bad.
Exactly.
So I want to congratulate
Thank you,
you.
Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you.
So I want to thank everybody. Really, you have done incredible work, incredible jobs. These are some of the great companies of the world, many of the great companies of the world, and congratulations. And now we'll talk, and thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much.
Thanks, everyone. Noah, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. We're going out.
Guys.